Hey everyone, and welcome. I am the Mini Monarch, and we are in the Grand Plaza today looking at some force powers and force users. Before we get into some of the more unique abilities, let's take a look at two generic ways force points can be used. This Dark Jedi has two force, but no powers to use them on. Well, there are two generic abilities that any force-sensitive character can use. Spending 1 point to reroll any roll, whether that be an attack or save. This Dark Jedi misses his first attack, so spends a point to reroll it, and hey, look at that, it hits. The second is by adding movement. By spending a point, you can add +2 movement for 1 turn, moving 8 and attacking, attack and move 8, or move 16. Using this, the Dark Jedi will move 8 squares to get in position to attack Yoda. Alright, now for the good stuff. Once force is used, it is gone for good. However, some skilled users have force renewal, which give them 1 force point back at the beginning of their activation. With such a powerful affinity, they should be dealt with quick and deadly precision. Vader's apprentice, Starkiller, has force renewal, and you'll notice that he doesn't have enough to use his powers until a few turns have passed, which means he'll need a little time to build up. Certain force abilities are able to be used during your opponent's turn. Starkiller will attack Plo Koon, and while he would normally hit, Plo activates Force Alter, a potent ability which forces an enemy to re-roll its last attack. Starkiller's initial hit is now re-rolled to a miss. To avoid being surrounded, Starkiller is going to try to move out of range, but he's subject to an opportunity attack. Attacks like this only use 1 roll. Double attacks and force abilities aren't used to alter this. Hit or miss, as long as the moving character lives, they can proceed along their original path. Any character, ranged or melee, is allowed to make an opportunity attack. Now, after regaining his force, Starkiller can unleash a powerful ability, Force Lightning 5, which attacks the target within 6 squares, 60 damage to the target, and 2 characters adjacent, and huge or smaller characters are considered activated. There is no attack roll for this, and can be saved with a 16, which, the way I've always played, would save all the damage. The 2 Jedi with Plo Koon each use a force point to re-roll because they have to with only 60 hit points, and they miss both and perish. A powerful skill indeed. Some force powers act almost as commander effects and last for the entire skirmish, such as Battle Meditation from Bastila, an ability that changes the entire scope of the battlefield by denying an opponent combining fire and fortifying your own, making her a priority to take down very quickly. Just as commander effects would, force powers also stack. Assuming Yoda has used Force Valor, giving followers within 6 squares +2 attack and defense, and Plo Koon's Opportunist would give him a +6 total attack. However, this specific scenario is unrealistic because their card costs exceed 100 and they wouldn't be on the same squad together. Now, in a friendly spar between masters, most Jedi have double, triple, or even quadruple attack. But as you can see, it's only without moving, so Mace couldn't move into range and then attack 3 times. However, Obi-Wan could move and then activate his lightsaber assault, replacing 1 attack by making 2 instead. And there you have it, some very skilled force users. Will you risk spending 65 command points for a master like Mace Windu, knowing you could be outnumbered? Well, the force is all around us, and it's up to you how you choose to use it. Next time we're going to take a look at one of my favorite modes, CTD, Capture the Droid, to spruce up that old starter map board. See you next time. Thanks for watching.